What is success to you?
Being happy.
Well, then I'm not successful.
Yeah, why aren't you happy right now?
Well, because I want to be successful.
So that's for you?
Thank you so much. I'm really excited.
Are you?
I used to have crazy dreams, and my dreams have got less frequent for some reason. But I like dreams. I wish I could constantly dream, because dreams are like a free film that you can go and watch, and you're involved in it. You know what I mean? And you're equally terrified.
Do you want to change the world, or?
Yeah, I would like to change the world. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, you know, what is the point in living if you don't make some kind of a difference, I suppose.
So what was the most dangerous place that you've been to?
The thing about dangerous places are that most of the time they're not actually as dangerous as people think they are. I've been to like kind of Libya, been to kind of Sudan, Pakistan, and they're kind of they're dangerous in different senses. In the sense of like Libya is, people think it's kind of like actively at war, but even being there, it doesn't, you know, people just carry on with their lives. And then Sudan and Pakistan just have bad reputations for being dangerous places. But it's the same thing. I mean, if you're focusing on negativity within a place, and that's all anybody knows of that place, then you immediately will associate it with violence and war, when in fact 90% of the population just carries on as normal. I remember when I was in Karachi, someone said to me there's been like a grenade attack in like the north of the city. But I mean, it was just like someone had thrown a grenade. Obviously that's a terrible thing, but it was in a small area of the city, and everyone just carried on like it wasn't even like a big deal. And simultaneously, you know, in London we have terror attacks now. People, you know, there's violence here as well, so it's kind of like what you choose to focus on. So everywhere is dangerous and everywhere is nice.
Do you feel lonely?
Do I feel lonely in life? Interesting question. I mean, probably, yeah, because I think about, you know, I'm always working, essentially. You know, I always think about trying to be successful as opposed to trying to, you know, hang out with my friends. I mean, I have friends, I have a lot of friends, I have a really nice family, but I kind of choose not to see them a lot of the time because I instead try and do work. So there is an issue with being obsessed with success.
But I feel you are very emotional as well.
So I think I am a very emotional guy, but I choose when to be emotional. And I think it definitely helps with art. Like, I don't want to not be emotional. I don't want to not feel sad, because then I wouldn't be able to make, you know, films, because the films are all about emotion. So it's not a bad thing to feel emotional. It's just, you know, trying to keep it in check, essentially.
It's okay to be different, basically.
Essentially, yeah. It's not okay to be different. You should be different. It's all about being unique and having a style of your own and being different. And that's really the key to success, is being unique and trying to forge a new path. But a lot of people get caught up in the fact that they assume there's only one way to make a documentary, there's only one way to make a film, and therefore I need to be a carbon copy of that, and that is a lie.
Do you feel like people sometimes don't understand you?
Yeah, well, what I think is interesting is that people have a very false perception of people on the internet. Like, I get messages from people all the time saying to me, oh my god, your life is so amazing, oh my god, I want the job you have, oh, everything, you know, you must be having the greatest time ever. And it's like, well, no, because humans just completely adapt to whatever situation that we are in, and we all kind of have like our little happiness set points. So it doesn't really matter what you do, it doesn't really make you happy. I mean, as long as you have like food, rent and whatever sorted, and you have a place to live, then beyond that, it's more about what's in your mind than it is what you do. So I just think people always assume I'm very happy and just loving life because I make films. But that's not really true. I mean, I just make films because I really enjoy making films, but they don't really make me happy. I just do it because I enjoy it. But yeah, so it's the misconceptions of the internet that surprise me, is that a lot of people just assume that everyone they see online doing a job like mine is having a fantastic time, and it's not entirely true. It's all about your mind as opposed to the job you do, essentially. What does it matter that I'm a filmmaker? Who cares? It's kind of like, surely the happiness, I mean, surely success is being content with life.
Do you feel insecure?
Yeah, but I feel like,
what?
I mean, I don't think I'm extremely insecure, but I am partially insecure, because I mean, I feel like, you know, I think someone isn't going to like my film, or I think someone isn't going to like me in a film. I've got a lot better at it, and now I kind of just recognise, it is that case of recognising that I will just regret things sometimes, but as I said before, at least I try to be different. So I feel insecure, but as long as I'm just trying to push a boundary, it's okay. But yeah, I think everyone's insecure. I don't like people who say they're not insecure, because it's a lie.
Perfect. Do you think when people say they are happy, they're lying as well, or?
It's a good question. There was an interesting, I think, who was it? Is it like John? I'm reading a book, and he said something about John Stuart Mill, who's like an English philosopher, and there's a quote. I think he says something like, he'd rather be non-content and be Socrates than be content and be an idiot. And I'd actually do it the other way around. I'd probably rather be happy and an idiot than I would be, because I don't see.
But the more you know, the less happy you are.
Yeah, but I don't believe that people aren't happy. I just don't believe people are happy all the time.
Of course, but...
And I don't like, this is what my issue, I have like a big issue with the internet and social media, and I'm making a film at the moment called The Curse of the Internet Man, which is basically about this. And it's kind of like, because it really does make people feel as though everybody is happy all the time, and that is just not true.
But like for me, your life is perfect, you know, so...
I know, but it's not. Yeah, but it's not, it's kind of, it's not really about what you do, it's about how you perceive.
How you feel, yeah.
But it's not even about how you feel, it's just about how you perceive what you do. So, you know, it's all about what you are thinking. And for example, if I email somebody and they don't reply to me, I can either think they're busy or I can think they hate me. So it's all about the perception of your reality. And so I'm just in a case of trying to change how I perceive things, because it isn't what you do. Success isn't about what position you are in your job. It's just about how you see the world around you. So what I'd say is try and be as successful as you possibly can, but simultaneously try and recognize that that success is not going to make you happy. It's about how you live your life and the people in your life and how you perceive your life, and work equally as much on that as you do on documentaries or on films or on presenting, because in the end that is actually how you will be successful, because it's sustainable. So it's just taking care of yourself whilst trying to be successful, because I've seen a lot of people who have tried to be successful and have fell along the way and really struggle with it. So it's just about making sure you're okay.
Do you think you're crazy?
Yeah, but I think...
It's healthy, in a healthy way.
Yeah, but I think everyone's crazy. I mean, I talk a lot about my feelings.
But that's very good, because then you can create something and you realize that, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I definitely think I'm crazy, but I wouldn't want to not be crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then I do think most people are crazy. Yeah.
So we're gonna play this mouthful game. Do you know what's that?
So I basically have to put a weird plastic thing in my mouth.
Exactly.
That sounds really fun. Yeah, it sounds amazing.
And the winner takes it all. The winner takes the whole world.
What does that actually mean?
You will see after you win. So that's for you.
Thank you so much. I'm really excited.
Are you?
Rock and roll.
Pop and pop. Ping pong.
That's two guesses. Rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Rock music.
Rat music.
Rock.
Rats. With S at the
Like rock.
end. You're getting wild.
Rock music.
Rap music.
I've got to say, right, this is the way. I mean, the game was fun, but it's very painful.
Half an hour a day keeps half an hour a day.
Half an apple a day keeps something away.
Half an hour a day.
Half an apple. It's so much funner when you're not sitting with plastic in your mouth.
Yeah.
Half an apple a day keeps
half.
Half.
Yeah. Alarm.
Half a wem.
Yeah.
Away.
Learn. Away.
What a game, that was so
But
fun.
I think, Benjamin, you won the game.
Technically we won together because you have weirdly good abilities of talking like that.
Are you excited to see your prize, the whole world?
The world, yeah. Is it a typewriter? Oh, wow! That's actually a really cool prize.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.